Hello my loves and welcome back to my YouTube channel. For this week's YouTube video, I have filmed my entire week of workouts. I am in fact recording this intro after I have edited the whole thing because I've just realised that I do not have an intro for this video. But basically I wanted to film a full week of workouts purely because the last time I did this was maybe like a year ago. Maybe that's me being a little bit dramatic, but it feels like it's been so long ago. And the last time I actually filmed a full week of workouts, I literally only went to the gym. So I feel like my life is at a complete 180 because I am no longer just a gym girl. I don't know if I would self-identify as a hybrid girly, but my workout plan has gone from me going to the gym 5 days a week, doing a push-pull leg split, to now doing 2 runs, 2 gyms, and 2 swims. So we really have done a complete 180 with our training. And I honestly just feel like with my training at the moment, I'm just really thriving. I'm really enjoying my training. I'm just loving the differentiation doing different things is providing me. And I really feel like I've found myself again in the fitness industry because I just feel like when I was going to the gym so much, I kind of lost my love for fitness a little bit. So yeah, I just wanted to take you through a full week of workouts, kind of show you what my workouts look like throughout the week. This was a very, very hectic week to film, as you will see in this vlog, but I do hope you enjoy, and let's now get into the video. Hello guys, happy Monday. I hope we're all doing super well. For the first workout of this week, we are going for a swim. Normally, Mondays end up being my rest day, but this week, I've honestly got the busiest week, so fitting in all of my workouts already is going to be a bit of a challenge. So I thought it was probably easier for me to get one in on a Monday and get one step ahead before everything gets a little bit busy. I honestly cannot be bothered for this swim whatsoever. When I go swimming, I normally try and line it up to the days I need to wash my hair, and my hair right now does not need a wash whatsoever, which obviously is like the most minor inconvenience literally in the entire world. But I think the thing is with swimming that makes it so long is like the prep beforehand, getting ready to go to the pool, getting yourself out after, and then having to sort out your hair, everything like that. Like, it is just a very time consuming activity. It's not just, oh, I've got a 40-minute swim today. It's okay, well, that's an hour before getting ready, that's 2 hours after doing my hair, putting a hair mask in, everything like that. So it ends up actually being a very time consuming activity. And I honestly, and as I said, I know this is such a minor inconvenience, but I feel like if it wasn't for having to resort your hair out and everything like that, I would be a lot more open to going on more than 2 swims a week. But this is our first of 2 swims. I actually did switch around the order that I'm doing the swims this week. Today was meant to be my go hard day, but I've actually switched it so it's my technique day, because yesterday I did my long run, which for a lot of people wouldn't be a long run, but obviously we're just starting our running journey, and so I did my long run yesterday. So I feel like my body is still a little bit fatigued from that, and I've been straight training for the last 5 days in a row, so I thought it'd probably be better for me to do the bit more chilled technique based swim today. So one actual huge life hack that has actually made my life swimming so much easier is before I go on any swim, I'll screenshot the workout that my coach has set me, and I will make it my screensaver. So when I'm swimming, I can just quickly go on my phone. I put it on airplane mode so I don't have any notifications covering it. I can quickly see, oh, this is what I'm meant to be doing now. So today we actually do have, I don't want to say a long swim because I feel like all of my swims are around 2,000 meters at the moment anyway. So they are all technically in my head long swims, because to me, 2,000 meters in the pool is long. I go to a 50-meter pool, so that is, God, my maths is not very good. That's 40 lengths. Yeah. 40 lengths. So it can get very, very boring. Going up and down 40 times is really boring, I'm not gonna lie. Obviously I do have my swimming headphones and everything that make it a little bit easier. But I do actually quite enjoy my technique swims because it does just switch up what we're doing a little bit more than a hard swim. Anyway, I'm gonna go and we're gonna swim. I will try and get as much fish as I can. It has just started raining, so I'll have to film everything on my GoPro. I don't actually know how much charge my GoPro has. I think it's on 20%. So that should be more than enough, but we may have a little bit less swimming footage than I normally do. But obviously we are going to be swimming again this week, so I will try and plan the next swim around when it's not going to be raining. But let's go and have a little swim. guys, it is now Tuesday and we are in for our first gym session of the week. I was meant to come at 9 a.m. this morning. It is now 2 p.m. I've been putting it off for so freaking long. Honestly, just really cannot be bothered to go to the gym. I know I said this yesterday, but I've literally been working out for like 6 days in a row. So my body is so overdue a rest day. It's actually unbelievable. But saying that, my recovery stats, can we see that? That is quite literally the best my recovery stats have probably ever been. HRV is at 113. I don't think my HRV has ever been over 100 and 91% recovery. So evidently my body is actually not that in need of a rest day, but I feel like my brain is very much in need of a day just at home chilling because we've just been working out for so many days in a row. But obviously, as I said, we've got such a busy like second half of the week. So I just really do have to go and get as much done as possible at the start of this week. So that is exactly what we're doing. So we're going in for our first gym session of the week. I have 2 different sessions. One is a lot more compound heavy, so it takes a lot longer because we have deadlifts, leg press in there, and I'm not gonna lie, it was not happening. I was not doing it. So we have got more of our like easy gym session, I guess I've picked to do today. I wouldn't say it's necessarily easy, like it still is very predominantly heavy lifting, but we have got quite a lot of exercises in there that are in there with the aim to improve my running. So yeah, we have picked to do that one today. I probably should be doing a run at the end of today's session, but I honestly had to draw the line somewhere, and doing a run at the end of today's session was really making me not want to go even more than I already did. So we're not doing a run. I normally would wear my trainers to make sure I had at least the option. I already admitted defeat. I've already got the Crocs on to do my lifting in, and I don't want anyone to come for me for that because I literally wear Crocs to the gym. I've been doing that for like 4 years and I've literally never had any kind of issue. I always just like slip them off if I need to do anything that is like involving my legs, if that makes any sense. But I literally have never had an issue with wearing Crocs, but everyone seems to come at me for wearing Crocs. So just try it and you'll understand why I do it. But yeah, for today's session, we have got pogo jumps. I am not wearing the right kind of bra to be doing that, so I'm gonna have to very much keep the jumper on. Also, I'm wearing my Rex Orange County jumper. I actually really nearly didn't buy it because I actually think as a jumper, it's really not actually a very nice jumper whatsoever. I actually think it's quite an ugly jumper. But if you didn't know, I went to see Rex Orange County 4 times last week and it got to the point that I was like, I need some kind of memorabilia. So even though it is a bit of an ugly jumper, I was like, you know what, we're just gonna get it. And I have literally been wearing it ever since. So I do not regret my purchase at all. But yeah, pogo jumps, and then we've got step ups. I hate step ups. This is actually the first time I've ever done this workout. My coach did set it about 2 weeks ago and I keep just doing mismatched workouts, so I haven't actually done this as a full workout itself. We then have got box squats. The thing is, I literally did these a couple of days ago, so that's great. Barbell bent over rows, again, I did them a couple of days ago, which is a superset with banded dead bugs. I actually don't have a band. Oh no, I can't do banded dead bugs. I honestly hate them. I hate banded dead bugs. They were in my last plan as well, and I think I literally did them like 2 times. I was like, I actually can't do this. They are so embarrassing to do because like you go from doing like a barbell bent over row, then laying on the floor with your band, like, I don't know, it's just very humbling experience. We then have got dumbbell lateral raises superset with an overhead tricep extension, and then we've got cable hip flexor pull-ins. I have never seen that before / done it before, and I'm literally a coach and I don't know what that is, so I'm gonna very much have to be watching the YouTube video whilst I'm doing the exercise, which is actually probably a lot more normal than you actually think, people doing that. There are so many different types of exercises in this world. Nobody knows every single one of them, and to make sure you're actually getting the form right, you need to make sure you are watching the video. But yeah, I will see you in the gym, because if I do not love and leave you, we'll be sat here talking for the next 60 minutes so I can procrastinate. So let's go and do this workout. I am dreading it. guys, and happy Wednesday. If you can't tell by the way I'm dressed, I am currently about to go on a run. Guys, you would actually all be very disappointed in me. I was meant to go on this run about 6 hours ago, but I basically talked myself out of it and I was like, we're not gonna go today. My legs, I'm not gonna lie, you would have actually just seen it in the clip. Like, you know, at the gym yesterday, I did like the laying down hip flexor cable thing. The last thing I did at the gym that you would have just seen, my legs really hurt after doing that. Like, they actually really hurt. So I kind of convinced myself, I was like, nah, we don't need to go on a run today. Like, I really need a rest. Worked out for like 6 days in a row now. Like, I really do need a rest, despite the fact, again, my Whoop recovery was loving life, giving me 10 out of 10 recovery, 10 out of 10 sleep. So like, my body is ready to train. So yeah, I basically talked myself out of going completely. I was like, we don't need to run today. We can just make sure we fit it at another point. And then I realized about an hour ago, if I don't do it today, it only means that I have to do it over the weekend and have to cram 2 runs, a swim session and a gym in the space of 2 days. And I decided to not put myself through that torture. So I really didn't want to come. And I feel like that's all I've said all week. I feel like I'm just having one of those weeks that I'm just like, ugh, can't be bothered. But I have forced myself out and we're going on a run. Today we have got a very simple run. It's just a 35-minute zone 2 run. And when I say run, for me, being in zone 2, that's not running. Me running is generally zone 3. So a lot of this run will just be running a little bit, walking a little bit. The main intention with my running right now is just to build up my fitness. And obviously, as time goes on, as I get fitter, zone 2 running will actually be running. Obviously right now that is not the case, but I'm not gonna lie, actually very happy that it's a zone 2 run, and that just means that I don't actually have to run for 35 minutes straight. One thing I will say I am very excited about this run is that I actually got sent some running headphones, and it means I can use them for the first time. Do you want to see them? They're literally so cute. Look, can you see? They're like kind of like hidden underneath my little headband, but look, can you see them? I hope you can. They're little pink headphones. They're literally the cutest thing in the entire world. And yeah, they're meant to be really good for running because they don't like block out the sound around you when you're running. Obviously at the moment I'm only really running around a park in the daylight, so I do feel like it's not that necessary to be able to hear my surroundings. But obviously as my runs get longer, we start like not just running around the park, it will be very necessary. But yeah, do however think I might get very overstimulated. I keep on accidentally starting music wearing them as well. I feel like I don't know the controls on them very well, but because they're over ear, I do have a feeling that I'm going to get a little bit overstimulated wearing them, because I get very overstimulated very easily. So I'm hoping they're going to be okay. There was a run I did a couple of weeks ago that I had to go out running. It was pouring it down with rain, and I ended up having to wear my swimming headphones on the run because I was like, I am not breaking my Apple headphones. So yeah, I'm glad that I do actually have something that is now, I think it's waterproof. I guess only time will tell. I think instead of listening to music today, I'm going to listen to a book, my audiobook. I'm currently listening to A Court of Silver Flames, which, if you didn't know, is the 5th book in the ACOTAR series. So the orange one is the last one in the series currently. I've been trying to read this book since November. It's now the end of February. I honestly have found it so difficult to get into. So I bought myself the audiobook because I feel like I can do that whilst I'm doing other things, like when I'm driving. It's really good to like be able to listen to a book. And I do think I'm starting to get into the book a little bit more. I really wish that I did the 20-minute one today. I'm so over this. Oh, I feel like I've been running for like eternity. Right, we're done, guys. Thank God that is over. Oh my God. You know, at the end, right, how disgusting is this? My nose was dripping. My nose was dripping, and it's so windy that like the snot dripping out of my nose literally blew into my eyes. So I'm really worried now. I'm now gonna get conjunctivitis. Literally, what on earth? Like, it literally ran out of my nose and blew into my bare eye. And I can still like feel my eye doesn't feel right. Oh my goodness. It's future me again. Evidently, I haven't been very good at remembering to record lots of things in this video. But on the same day that I just went on that run, I actually went to cheer. Guys, this is not a normal thing within my week of workouts, but I thought it'd be a fun little thing to include. Because if you didn't know, I actually used to be a competitive cheerleader for, I think it's 13 years of my life. I actually only quit last July. So obviously it's February now, however many months that is. 8 months. So I haven't cheered in 8 whole months. And I basically was feeling really lonely. And I decided to message one of the girls from my cheer and just say to her, when are you going to open gym? Open gym is basically, you kind of just turn up and you either go with one person, you go with a group, you go with however many people are there, and you just kind of throw skills, you throw stunts, you do whatever you really like. Like, it's not a set thing like it would be if you went to a cheer team. Like, you just kind of go and just have fun. So I went to an open gym. I honestly cannot even explain to you. I was so nervous to go to this, right? And looking back on it now, I do not know why I was so nervous, because all of the 3 people you're going to see in the videos I have known for such a long time. Like, I've cheered with all of them. Like, I literally have been on teams with all of them in the past. So I don't really know why I was overthinking it. I think I just got in my head that I had probably lost all of my cheer skills and I was now going to be absolutely useless. And I was really worried that I was going to go to the session and then hold everybody else back. But it actually went really well, and it was the most wholesome evening. It filled something in my body that I did not even know needed filling, and it honestly has made me miss being a cheerleader so much. So yeah, I hope you enjoy seeing a little blast from my past. Honestly, I miss cheer. If you ever have the chance to be a cheerleader, do it. It's the best sport ever. I feel like I have actually not picked up this vlog in a hot minute, and that is because I have not picked this vlog up in a hot minute. It is currently Tuesday and I'm about to go for my second swim of the week. It technically is a new training week, but just a lot of stuff has happened in the last 5 days, which has just meant that I haven't been able to train, and I'm not even going to get into it because it's so boring. But I wanted to make sure that in this week of workouts vlog, you actually got a week of workouts, because I know in the last one that I did, I ended up doing 4 out of the 5 workouts, and it really annoyed me that I did that. So I wanted to make sure that I actually showed you the full week of workouts. So I'm carrying on as I left off. But yeah, it technically is a new week, and I could have lied to you and said it was the same week. It is not. And sometimes it is so important to remember that life actually does just happen, and sometimes training is not going to take priority, and that is okay. But yeah, currently Tuesday. I technically haven't worked out since, I want to say, Thursday. So it has been a hot minute, and I'm definitely in need of moving my body. So I'm actually really excited. And that is also why, just so you know, this video this week was uploaded on Thursday instead of Wednesday. Obviously, I normally try and upload my YouTube videos on a Wednesday, but obviously that would have meant that I wouldn't have had time to fit in the session I'm going to be doing tomorrow, which is obviously the normal upload day. So I do apologise. I'm actually trying to be really consistent with my Wednesday upload schedule, but like I said, sometimes life just happens. So this swimming session, I'm actually very excited for, because we have got a lot of pool boy. If you're not sure what that is, this is pool boy. Love her. I don't know what it is. I just literally love swimming with a pool boy so much. It just makes me feel so much faster, so much better at swimming. So a lot of my swim today has got a pool boy in it, which I am very, very excited about. I actually cannot see my workout to tell you, because you are currently on my phone. I completely forgot to bring out my camera with me, so we are taking everything on the phone today. I have got my GoPro, and unlike last time, it is actually charged, so we're not going to have any issues with it not being charged. It also should not start raining this time, because the blue skies, I will show you when we go outside, stunning. It is such a lovely day. Obviously it is March, so we're not giving like hot. It is still giving quite cold coat weather, but it's such a gorgeous day. So I'm actually really excited to go and have a little bit of a swim. I am not gonna lie, I have been putting this off all day. I've literally been sitting on FaceTime to Lucy, my friend, who is currently training for a Ironman, for the last couple of hours, and I was keeping her company while she was on her little bike ride she was doing at the gym. So obviously she wasn't on her phone while she was just riding a bike around like the area. But yeah, I kept her company for I think 3 or 4 hours of her 5-hour bike ride. So I have been being a good friend this morning instead of coming swimming, and that was my excuse for coming swimming so late. It is currently 3:52. which is quite late. I normally try and get my swims done by 4 p.m. at the latest, like get them done, not start them. So we are running a little bit later, but obviously it is actually getting quite a lot lighter outside, so it's not going to get dark really early. We should be in the light for the whole of the swim, which is my main priority. But yeah, I don't want to keep on rambling because I feel like I've done a lot of that in this vlog, so let's go swimming. Guys, I was not lying at how nice the weather is. Literally look at the sun on my face. Like, I can't even open my eyes because it's so sunny. Sometimes I feel like all you need is a little bit of sun to hit your skin. It's actually so nice outside. I can't believe it. I'm obsessed. Guys, I don't want to be dramatic. My breathing feels literally so hard today. Like, I literally feel like I can't get any air into my lungs. But I've literally only done my 300-metre warm-up, so I've still got like 1,500 metres left. So yeah, I'm a little bit worried about how it's going to go because this session has got literally the whole thing is front crawl, and doing front crawl feels impossible right now. I don't know what it is. I don't know if like my asthma's playing up. Maybe I'm getting hay fever that's like stopping my breathing like a normal human. But yeah, my breathing honestly feels so difficult right now, which is not ideal. I'm hoping it's just one of those ones that it's going to take a little bit of time to like get into the swim. Like, you know when you go running, and I say this like I can run a couple of K, but like when I used to run like 10K, the first 2 kilometers would always be the worst because it's really hard to get into it. So I'm hoping it's just a matter of that. But yeah, concerning. Only 300 meters in, 1,500 or so to go, and we're struggling with breathing already. Not ideal. Hello guys, as you can probably tell, this is now me post swim. I literally just grabbed a Malteser popcorn flavour bunny. If you have not had these, they are the most unreal things in the entire world. It was the only thing I could think about for the entire swim. If it seems as though the swim came to a very abrupt halt, that is because it did. I have now learnt my lesson to not leave swimming so late in the day, because at 5 p.m. apparently that is when loads of children come in for swimming lessons. I do, however, feel like that must have just restarted in March because one, I don't think any parents would be taking their children to that pool in the winter because it is so cold in that water. But also, I've definitely gone to the swimming pool later than 5 p.m. in the last couple of months, so I'm sure that's a new thing. So that is why it came to an abrupt halt, because as soon as I saw any kind of children in that, I was like, no. That is where I set my boundary. I'm not filming anything if there's any tiny chance of a child being in it. Like, there's no freaking way. Obviously, whenever I film myself swimming, I always try my best to make sure there's nobody like in the background, which is why I normally try and go at like a less busy time. But I have learnt my lesson. Also, I had to cut that swim short by 200 meters, i.e. my cool down, because oh my god, I had the worst cramp in my foot ever. If you've ever had cramping in your foot when you're swimming before, you will know the pain. There is nothing like it, because you're like trying to kick through the foot whilst it's cramping. Do not recommend to a friend. Do not recommend to a friend. So the last 400 meters, when I was doing like 50 meters fast, 50 meters slow, I was kicking through the worst foot cramp in the entire world. And I was like, you know what? Once the main like bulk of the session is done, the cool down is getting skipped. Is that a good idea? No, it's not. But I just couldn't bring myself to do 200 meters of backstroke with a cramping foot. The 400 meters extra that I had to do with a cramping foot was already too much, but swim done. That means tomorrow we have got a gym session and a run. I would quite like to go on the run outside, but I just don't know if that's going to take up far too much of my time doing it outside. So I may try and wake up a little bit earlier tomorrow. No promises. If you see me doing the run at the gym, you know fully well I did not wake up earlier. So yeah, we'll see what happens, but fingers crossed I decide to wake up early. Please future me, do it. I know I said in the last clip that I was hoping to wake up nice and early and go on a run outside. I actually did wake up kind of early. For me anyway, 8 a.m. Considering the fact I've been waking up like 10 every day, that is a big improvement. But I honestly do not know what has happened in the last 24 hours. I've become the most creative tool in the box, and I've just been flowing with ideas. So I was working on like video concepts until 2 a.m. last night. As soon as I woke up, I've been doing it from 8 until like 12. So it is not the morning, but I've had a very productive last 24 hours. And I'm actually quite proud of myself. I don't know if this is just me, but the sun is out in England, right? It's out, and I'm not gonna lie, it is a little bit hot. Like, I don't know if I'm gonna regret wearing a long sleeve top over my outfit because I'm actually sweating standing in my bathroom right now. But I do think I'm gonna go on a run by the river, which is normally a little bit colder because obviously a lot more breeze by the river. Don't know if there's science behind that. But it's definitely a lot colder there than anywhere else that I do run. So I don't know if I'm gonna regret the outfit choice. I already feel absolutely boiling, but we are about to go on a run. I'm not gonna lie, I am gonna do something different to what my plan says. I do just think at the moment I'm getting bored with running. And I hate to be the person that says that because I literally only started like a month ago. But for the last month, every run I've done has been like a zone 2 run. I'm fed up. I'm bored of running at zone 2. Zone 2 runs are so hard, especially when your cardiovascular fitness is not great. As you would have seen earlier in this vlog, like I pretty much have to run for like 30 seconds and then stop and walk for like a minute to stay in zone 2, which is just really annoying. And I feel like I'm just not really improving. I know if I stuck to doing that, I would improve a lot over time, but I just feel like it's getting really boring. And I don't want to let myself get to the point that I get so fed up with running because I'm bored of doing zone 2 runs that I just quit. And I know myself, and that is a high likelihood that if I'm bored, I will just not continue doing something. So for today's session, instead of doing the zone 2 run that I have planned, I think I'm going to do a little interval session. So nothing crazy by any means. We're still very much trying to get our running fitness back to where it once was. But I think I'm going to just do 1 minute on, 1 minute off for the route that I'm doing. I feel like just being able to run that little bit faster without worrying about staying in zone 2 will just be really beneficial for me. Obviously we'll play it by ear. If I need a little bit longer walking, then that's absolutely fine. But I do just feel like I've got the need for a little bit of speed. And when I say speed, do not expect any kind of crazy speeds from me here. But I just feel like I need something to get me more excited about running, whether that means I'm doing 1 interval session a week and 1 zone 2 run a week instead of doing them both as zone 2. Who knows? We'll play it by ear and see how we're feeling. But I just feel like with the zone 2 runs as they're going at the moment, my heart rate isn't going to improve by that much that I'm going to be able to run like a 5k anytime soon. And that is obviously the goal at the moment. I really want to be able to run a 5k, and then after that really want to be able to do a 10k, because there was a point in my running journey last year, no, 2 years ago, a year and a half ago basically, when I was doing my half marathon training. I loved nothing more than going on a 10k run. I couldn't imagine anything worse right now. And I want to get back to the point that I'm excited and I want to go and do 10k runs again. And even back then when I had a different coach, I remember when we did zone 2 runs, it wouldn't be strictly zone 2. It would more be about the amount of effort I was putting in and not about being really strict sticking in zone 2. So I think I'm gonna just try a couple of different things. I just really don't want to get bored of running because we literally only just started, and I do really want to get to the point that I can run a 5k, I can run a 10k without it being a huge massive deal, a huge massive effort, if that makes sense. But yeah, that is what we're doing today. Not completely to the plan, which I'm very aware of. I am also meant to have a gym session today. Guys, I don't know if it's gonna happen. And I don't want to be the person that already admits defeat before I've even tried. I really should go to the gym to do the plan, but I've got deadlifts today. I actually do really enjoy a deadlift, but I have to have a lot of time to do them, because when I do them, if I've got 8 reps on my plan, I will be doing that to the hardest ability. I will be giving 110% effort. So it honestly just takes a really long time, and the thought of doing deadlifts after I do a run is just not really singing to me. It's not, I'm not gonna lie. As I said with this video, we are being realistic. Oh my God, you made me jump. Hello?
Hello, sorry.
You literally made me shit myself. I can't remember what I was saying. But yeah, as I said, we are being very realistic in this video, and that is just sometimes what happens. Sometimes you can't bother to go to the gym, and instead of just not going, it's better to go and do something. So I feel like that's the vibe today. We'll see. We are here. We are about to start running. I'm actually obsessed with this outfit. I know you've already seen it, but the leggings and the hairband, they don't actually match that well, but from afar, because they're not next to each other, they look like they're matched. But I've actually come to a different running route that I actually haven't run on since I did my half marathon training. I was stalking my own TikTok videos yesterday evening, and I was literally oh my God, I completely forgot that route existed. So I've come right down by the river. But yeah, it honestly feels so weird to be back down by this river, because I literally haven't done any kind of running here since I was doing 8 or 9 miles in training. This is also the location when I first did Couch to 5k. This is where I did it. So I feel like it's a little bit of a full circle moment being back down here, but it is honestly, can we see the skies? The most gorgeous day ever. I'm literally obsessed. It's actually really warm outside. I feel like I really shouldn't have worn a long sleeve top. Look how pretty this route is. Like, it's right by the river. It's so pretty. Like, I'm really already talking myself out of going to the gym after this. That is literally the last thing I want to do right now. I have brought an outfit change so I can go to the gym, but guys, I have a feeling that you may not be seeing a second gym session in this vlog, and if that is the case, I do apologise. I really can't be bothered. I really don't want to go to the gym after a run. Guys, this is not a joke. Oh my god, I did 500 meters without stopping and I thought I was gonna die. Oh my god. I feel like in my head I'm comparing myself to when I used to run here and was training for a half marathon, and obviously was a whole lot fitter. So I think I just need to get out of my head in comparing myself to how I used to be able to run, because at the end of the day, I can't run like that anymore. And comparing myself to back then is literally going to do zero good to my confidence, my motivation, anything. It's just not going to do any kind of good for anything. So I just need to like wipe the slate clean in my brain and realise that we are literally a beginner again, and just try and enjoy the journey as much as possible. God, this is a lot harder than I expected it to be. I would just like to admit here and now that my father is right. My dad is right. Dad knows best. He basically told me, can you see my shoes? These shoes. He said these shoes. He came into my room and he was like, "You're not running in these, are you?" And I was like, "Yeah, why?" So me and my dad both have high arches, and we like, I can't remember what it is, I think it's overpronate. So like I run on like the side of my foot. And he was like, "You do realise these are people that do the opposite of what your feet do?" And he literally said, "They're going to cause you to get shin splints." What do I have right now? Shin splints. My shins are in so much pain, and all I've done is run like 1.2 miles. So I haven't done anything like drastically crazy. Some of that was walking kind of thing, and my shins and calves hurt. So this is just me admitting that my father was right, and he knows what he's talking about, because I was just like, don't be silly, like it's only like little runs I'm doing at the moment, it won't matter. It matters. So not only is this hard because my cardiovascular fitness is not there, this is also hard because my shins are in so much pain. Guys, the run is done, and I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not going to the gym. I'm not doing it. I actually have loads of excuses I could give you, but I simply don't want to go. And the way I think of fitness is, if I don't want to do something, I'm not going to force myself to do it, because that is where you then end up resenting something if you keep forcing yourself to do something you don't want to do. And that is how I feel about going to the gym after that run. My shins also do actually really hurt, so it probably is for the best that I don't do even more on top of what I've already done. Even if my shins didn't hurt, I don't think I would go anyway. So that is a little bit reality. Sorry, my phone quite literally just died whilst I was filming that. I didn't actually realise that my phone was on low battery. So this makes me feel like the world is telling me to not go to the gym anyway, because I physically could not go to the gym anyway with a dead phone. And if I wanted to charge it, I'd have to sit in my car for about 3 hours, because my car charger is so unbelievably slow. So I'm just going to take it as a sign from the universe. The next time I do a full week of workouts, I will make sure I include the workout that I have missed out this week. / if I do a weekly vlog, anything like that, I will make sure I put it in there so you can actually see what it is. Should we see how crazy my hair looks underneath this? Oh! It's not actually that bad at all. I thought it was gonna be a lot worse than that. But yeah, anyway, thank you so much. I'm so sweaty. But yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. I appreciate you watching so much. And I hope you did enjoy it, even though it was very broken apart, didn't really go to plan. But as I said, realistic vibes here only, and I will not ever lie to you. I'm just not the kind of person that's ever gonna force myself to do any kind of working out if I really don't want to. I feel like exercise, fitness should be something that you enjoy, and if it's something that's going to add stress on, anything like that, it's not worth it. And that is what has happened this week, which is why this video has taken a lot longer to film than was expected. But yes, thank you so much for watching. If you do want to see any more videos like this, let me know, and I'm more than happy to film more of the fitness side of my life. I feel like at the moment we're doing quite a lot of like weekly vlogs and things outside of fitness. But if you do enjoy this kind of content, then please do let me know, and I'm more than happy to film even more of it. But yeah, thank you so much for watching this video, and if you did get to the end, you're a real one. I love you so much. Comment a little lemon emoji down below so I know you got this far. But other than that, I hope you have a fabulous rest of your week, and I will see you next week for another video. I love you so much, and I hope you have a fabulous week. I love you. Mwah.